So we're going to work on the awning today. We're just going to do a soft install, meaning we want to get the mounting brackets up there, get them in place. We're going to leave the mounting brackets, but we're going to set the whole rig up, and then we're going to take it down right before we paint. We're not painting today though. So I'm calling it a soft install. The reason I want to do that way is that before I can do the spray insulation, I want all these nuts and bolts that hold things to the structure, to the skin of the bus, the schoolie, to already be there, so that when I spray, I don't have to worry about them having to dig a hole and ruin the spray. Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna show you what we got. This is our awning. Now originally we bought it for a smaller bus, but they decided they didn't want it, and I'm like, well, hell, I'm not sending it back, I'll just use it. It was pretty cool. So this is the awning itself. That part there is 12 feet by 8 feet in theory. There's the roll that it rolls up onto. These two things here, these are the legs. That, you're going to see us slide that into the awning. That helps lock the awning into these grooves here. All the mounting hardware, and of course these, complete waste of money, this part right here. You can use those to stake it into the ground, but those are way too short unless you're staking it into wood or concrete. Those aren't going to do anything. Latches that hold it up when not in use. Impact. And a super stud. That's where we're at. We're going to start putting that together. We got this from Amazon. I'm not saying that's the cheapest place to get it. I don't know that it is or it isn't. It was just convenient, so I've probably lost money. Some things I've found that were not cheaper on Amazon that are cheaper other places. So actually I think this was cheaper if you went right to the dealership, but then you had to pay for shipping, I think, for some cases. But don't quote me on any of that. So shop around. I'm not a professional shopper. I'm a terrible shopper. This is the piece that goes in between the two, holding the two big tubes together. This is it. So it goes in there. It does have it says A. The big tubes have letters on them in certain spots, so you just put those together, and that holds it together. So they give you a bunch of these. I figured out what they're for. These are for killing robot vampires, because they're too short, as you can see. Not very long. Too short to actually hold against any significant wind. I'll show you the ones that we're going to use. Actually, I'll grab it right now. So that's the ones they send with it, right? We're going to use these. See the size difference? It also has kind of a helicoil on the end. Screws into the ground. A lot better than this little thing here, as you can tell. We got this off Amazon, a set of 4. I don't want to say it was 20 bucks, probably less. No, they weren't much, but they're pretty sturdy. I'm actually been using it to poke fires right now, and it did melt, so it's working. This is what's going on. So basically, we just screwed those together. That's where the seam is, and you can see the A and the B. Pretty simple. It's not complex. Now we're going to take this stuff here, that, and we're going to slide it in this hole here, and it goes all the way down, one on both ends, and then we're going to slide that in there. So that's what you're watching. Okay, so they want us to use these for the, sorry, I can't get it to focus on that. Well, it's not focusing, but that's not the issue. The issue is this is a self-tapping screw, which is fine. And on the average RV, that probably would work fine. The issue is I don't want a self-tapping screw in that place, and because I have access to the other side, The inside part, this is great if you don't have access to the inside part because it just goes right in. We're going to use these. We went and bought these from one of the box stores. Basically, it's the bolt, same size, same diameter, and about the same length as the self-tapping screw. We're going to have a single nut on it, a normal one, and then this is a nylon nut. This will help it from backing out. It'll make it a stronger connection than just this. That's the idea. So, next thing, battery's dying, so I'm going to switch batteries. Okay, you can hear a train in the background, sorry. What we have here is we've sanded it down, then we sprayed it. We're going to slide the canvas in here. It goes all the way down there. We replaced self-tapping screws with bolts, so we're going to put locking nuts on them. It's a nylon nut, basically. It has a piece of plastic in it, basically. But this is a soft install. This is just so we can get it up and get it in position. I'd like to point out that the Nerd Herd Nomads are floating at about 40% right now. Both my girls are really sick. So, sucks being old and broken. So,
our ladies gave 100%.
Yeah, they did awesome. The fact that I got them out here without puking was pretty impressive. So, we're doing the best we can. So, big hugs and kisses. Not to you, to her. This is not a how-to video, by the way. But we've marked where this piece goes. Goes up there. One at that end. One over there at that end. Now we're going to take them off of here by removing this bolt. Attach it to the wall, and then reattach it once it's up there. In theory, that's what we're going to do. So we'll be back. That's what we just attached. We're going to put this up there. We're just going to loosen the bolts, let it rock forward a little bit, run a thin line through it all the way across, then tighten the bolts back up. That's what we're doing. Okay, we got it all together for the most part. One of the issues we're running into, and I don't think you're going to be able to see this, is that this is the PDF of the instruction manual. Okay. These two pieces right here, we're not going to focus, are we? Okay. When you put them together, they look like this. Look like that. That's these two pieces, one screwed together. In the instructions, it calls it a set screw. Problem is, nowhere in the instructions does it say to install this thing anywhere. It's pretty. It's made of steel. That's stainless steel, so you know, it's quality. So for now, I'm just going to have to, I guess, email the company and ask them what the heck that's set screw for, because I don't know. I didn't see it in the instructions. Of course, I read at a redneck level, so you never can tell. So now what we're going to do is put tension on it. We have it in place. Let me show you. See, it's attached up there. And some of this may have got omitted because of battery issues, but it is attached. This is it. Now what we have to do is, let me get this where you can kind of see what's going on. See that arrow? We got to make that turn 15 times. So, the problem is, I only have 10 toes. So, we're going to try to make this work. So this lever goes this way, in that direction, as per instructions. I have this that goes in that hole right there. It slides all the way through. We're going to disconnect this bolt, turn it 15 times in that direction, put the bolt back in, throw the lever. The lever should hold it, in theory. Or the bolt should hold it, in theory. That's the theory. Ready? Okay. Okay, so this is what happened. Back this up a little bit. When we were doing this, that upper arm right there, where that black knob is, can you point at the black knob for me, Pops? That was loose, so it popped loose. That needs to stay in, or you'll never get it back together once you put that bolt right there in it. So that's what it looks like. 15 times. Now we got to do the other side.